But we started noticing the phones and then coins, like platinum silver coins, like the real expensive ones were showing up missing. And that thing felt like a ton of bricks. I'm like, I don't care how much ice you have in this thing. There's no way it's this heavy. So once he came back in, we had him, open it up. He's like, it's just water and ice. Look in there. You could see the containers with the coins in it. So he's admitted to stealing phones. We actually caught him red-handed with these coins on his person.
On September 19, 2024, officers responded to a UPS warehouse in Willowbrook, Houston, Texas, after loss prevention discovered stolen platinum and silver collector coins hidden inside an employee's water jug. 3 legal questions control this case: whether the employer's search was insulated from the Fourth Amendment, whether Miranda applied to a workplace interview, and how Texas grades the resulting theft charge.
Started noticing around that time down in Willowbrook, down in Houston, hey, we're getting a lot of theft of just cell phones from that one trailer. Like, I don't have any other theft issues, but just that one trailer. So me and a partner down south have been working together, got going back and forth.
Down south? What do you mean down south?
Houston. So this guy loads a trailer that goes to Houston, right? These two other guys that are in that trailer with him, he won't snitch on them. But we started noticing the phones and then coins, like platinum silver coins, like the real expensive ones, were showing up missing. They were being scanned that they left here, but they were never, or they would get to Houston, they would open the trailer, they're unloading the trailer, the boxes are all empty. So they were stealing them out of the packages here, leaving the empty packages in there, and then, finding ways to conceal and get it out the door. So today I decided to bring him in without, we didn't have to bring up cameras or anything like that. A little bit of questioning with me and my partner. And you confess that, I've stolen phones. Doesn't have any on him right now. Well, when him and his union store stepped outside to speak, because they're allowed to do that, he had his water jug sitting there and there's a tumbler. So me and my partner went to go pick it up, and that thing felt like a ton of bricks. I'm like, I don't care how much ice you have in this thing. There's no way it's this heavy. So once he came back in, we had him, open it up. He's like, it's just water and ice. Look in there. You could see the containers with the coins in it. So he's admitted to stealing phones. We actually caught him red-handed with these coins on his person.
Okay, but did you see him? Did he admit to taking those coins?
Yep.
Okay, and when? And do you have a witness?
Yeah. My partner's in there when we questioned him. His union steward was in there when we questioned him. They're all still in the office.
Yeah, but we have to have a little.
Right.
We have to have actually somebody see him take them and put them in the. There's got to be something connecting him to those coins.
There's no video.
At the moment, no. He admitted to stealing. He said, and that's cool. That's all. That's everything that we can I know what you need. Right.
But to take him to jail, we have to have.
Right.
We have to.
Credible witness. He's supposed to be
right.
Reliable witness. I'm saying. So as of now, we can probably put charges on, but we can't. That's to jail with us.
And we can gather as much information as we can, but we're going to have to Mirandize him first of all, and then he can tell us to.
Right.
So.
Right. I'm here to follow whatever instruction and direction you give me.
Okay.
So if you can only file charges is fine. Obviously I'm going to, deactivate his badge, get him off property.
Obviously that's Burger's doing a witness statement on what. Okay.
I'll have to type mine up and I can,
What are you guys going to be doing are you guys terminating him?
Oh, yeah.
And you want to pursue charges?
Yes.
Okay. So right now we have the only thing we have is his admittance of stealing phones. And then we have this. So and we just need the quantity, the value of that. And then, his admittance to what he was stolen, and then a CID will investigate it all. Yeah. Yep.
Anything you need. And we use this timestamp app and everything, so hey, Tom, all right. It's not like, I gotta guess what. No, you go.
Does he know you're
without getting him angry, and then he goes and does something stupid.
Good, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Okay. These are my friends. Okay.
So, get them still in there. He's in there.
So on there?
You get a count of coins? Okay.
I'll just let you.
Yeah. Good night, you sir.
Yeah.
How you doing, ma'am?
Hello.
Good, man. I'm off subject you to thank you that for quick. Good. All right. Before I ask you any questions, tell you anything, I'm gonna have to read you your rights, okay? All right. Is your Miranda warning? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used. Did you take these coins?
I did.
You did. Okay. You took them out of a package. Well, how did you take them?
Yeah.
Where you get the coins from?
Yeah. I did.
You took them out of a package or something? Or you got shipped? Okay. Alright. Okay. Did you know the value of these items before you took? Oh. Did you take anything else on this property? No? You take nothing else? Okay.
Hold on. Do you need to call your wife?
Yeah.
Okay. Can he call his wife?
At this point, no.
No, he can't call his wife.
Not right this minute. We're still investigating.
I'm sorry. I thought you were done. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah,
Sorry.
no, we're not. Okay, just a few questions. When you took the coins, you put them in this bottle here? Okay. And when did you take those? When did you actually remove them from packaging and put them in the bottle?
This morning.
This morning? About what time? Where were you at when you took them? Where were you at on the property?
What you mean?
Well, did they truck or were they on the line?
Yeah, in the truck.
In the truck?
So they came out of the back of a truck?
Yeah.
Okay. And where was the truck parked?
Door 101.
Door 101? Okay. And you don't know how many you took? You don't know the value? You haven't taken anything else from this property ever at any point? You've never taken cell phones?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so not today?
Not today.
Okay, but over the course of how much time did you take?
I don't know.
You know, how long have you worked here?
Couple of months.
Couple months?
I haven't even been here that long.
You haven't been here that long. Do you have a general idea how many phones you've taken? Okay, do you know what type of phones you've taken? Not. You don't know what kind of phones you took, but you took some phones. You just okay.
I won't.
Okay. Have you written out a witness statement to them, telling them what you did, or no?
No.
Are you willing to?
You say what?
Are you willing to write out a statement?
I mean, what's that gonna do? No, I'm asking.
I mean, it's a statement. It's just you being truthful. That's all it is.
I already.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's fine. I was just asking. Sometimes they have you write out a witness statement, so that's what I was asking. Is if they had you write.
I didn't write nothing. I just signed the resignation.
Okay, that's all you wrote.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is his union steward. Per their contract, he has a right to refuse to write a statement.
okay, and you.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just sitting here. No, I'm just a union steward. I basically am here to protect him and his rights.
Right.
And as his right, he can either say the right one
exactly,
or not.
and that's why I asked.
Yeah,
because I know that sometimes they do write out witnesses. So
Some do.
that's why I was asking.
Some do.
And I don't know if they're for you because you work for the union, correct?
Well, he works for UPS, but since he's works for UPS, he's a union employee.
I see.
So anytime there's any kind of this kind of discussion or
Right.
discipline or
Exactly.
anything else,
Okay.
we're present for their
Okay.
sake.
Okay.
You have your ID on you, sir? License?
And I stay quiet until you talk to me. I've learned.
No, I just you want to make sure that we get all the questions that
I know.
The address on here, correct?
and we'll just need we'll have to get pictures.
Phone.
Just hang up the phone.
Like that.
We just back the
Yeah, we gotta get pictures of all this too before we before we leave. And then you guys have witness statements. You and your other,
Yeah.
And then of return of property, because you're going to do one of your sheets on the property and it being returned to you.
Yes.
Okay. So let's get pictures of that real quick.
Okay. Let's get it.
If I could get pictures of it over here.
You want to buy that?
I can take everything else. Y'all can equip everything else for me.
Well, hold on. Can she come by here?
Yes.
That's what I was trying to see. I think she said she was on her way.
Over here.
Well, I mean, the keys here. I'm not going to be responsible for them, but they might be able to responsible for them. But I can't. I won't be responsible for your stuff.
No, I understand.
You know what I'm saying? But I'll let him make that decision if he wants to do. Sure. Yeah. He gets it all.
So I had to hang up the phone. I was trying to see if she was saying she was on her way. You know,
Yeah, property form.
Yes, that was returned, because we'll need a copy of that. And this is all the property you have? Okay.
Do you want his badge?
Yes. And I guess once you get to a stopping point at some point, just reply to the text with your email address, and then
If I can get it off.
that'll save us a lot of time in the future.
No, I'm not gonna take your laying your manager. You laying your bro. I didn't try to go in. What's your manager? I'm gonna leave my stuff here for now. I'm gonna come back. I'm not gonna stop you anyways.
All right.
Yeah. I heard that. Yeah. Available, okay? Well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it unlocked? I'll turn it on. Yep. Get this. Don't want somebody. Hold on.
So,
Yeah, we need some.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
alright, there you go.
Yeah, if you have the other two that the their information, we'll take that to him and we'll have that to
Okay, gotcha. You want to pick it up, or do you want me to email it to you?
what that information.
Yeah.
You can just
Email.
you can email
all
it
over.
Yeah,
because we'll have to come back out and pick up the. Okay. Let me have him put on the air, okay?
Start with the search. The Fourth Amendment restrains the government, not private employers. When loss prevention independently opened that jug and found the coins, no constitutional search occurred. The Supreme Court drew this line in Burdeau versus McDowell back in 1921. United States versus Jacobsen in 1984 refined it. Once a private actor has already frustrated an owner's privacy, officers may view the same contents without a warrant, as long as they don't exceed the scope of what was already seen. Here they didn't. The coins were admissible the moment loss prevention found them. No warrant, no suppression argument. That single doctrine removed the most dangerous Fourth Amendment exposure from this case before the officer even walked in the door. Now the confession. Miranda versus Arizona requires warnings before custodial interrogation. Two conditions both required custody and interrogation. Custody isn't defined by handcuffs. Berkemer versus McCarty in 1984 asks whether a reasonable person would feel free to end the encounter and leave. A workplace interview seated with a union steward present and no formal arrest. That's arguably non-custodial. The officer read Miranda anyway. Smart. That one decision killed the strongest suppression argument before defense counsel could ever raise it. But the delivery on camera appears interrupted. The officer began the warning and moved into direct questioning before completing all 4 required advisements. Whether the full warning was actually given before, "Did you take these coins?" is not clear from the footage. A complete Miranda recitation takes about 45 seconds. That 45 seconds done carefully immunizes every admission that follows. Schneckloth versus Bustamonte in 1973 holds that waivers are voluntary when there's no coercion, but the warning still has to be complete. Then the subject answered, and kept answering. He confirmed the coins, identified the location as door 101, admitted to prior cell phone thefts spanning several months, and could not estimate the quantity or value of what he took. Every answer compounded his exposure. His union steward was in the room. That matters, but not the way the subject likely believed. NLRB versus J. Weingarten in 1975 gives union employees the right to representation during employer investigatory interviews. That right protects employment interests, not criminal ones. A union steward protects your job. Only a criminal defense attorney protects your liberty. These 2 protections run on entirely separate tracks. Sitting in that room with a steward and no attorney is not the same as having counsel present. It isn't close. On the theft charge itself, Texas Penal Code Section 31.03 grades theft by value Class C misdemeanor under $100 climbing through Class A misdemeanor at $750 into state jail felony territory above $2,500 and continuing up through 3rd, 2nd, and 1st degree felony tiers. Platinum and silver bullion coins carry real market value. Even a handful can cross misdemeanor thresholds. And Section 31.09 permits aggregation when separate thefts share one continuing scheme. They're charged as a single offense valued in total. The phone admissions triggered that statute. The officer earns a B+. He Mirandized before formal arrest, pursued corroboration through physical evidence and witness statements, and maintained composure throughout a complex multi-party scene. The one deduction: the Miranda delivery on camera is ambiguous, and that ambiguity was entirely preventable. The subject earns a D+. He waived silence repeatedly, volunteered the phone thefts when no existing evidence compelled that admission, and appeared to mistake union representation for criminal counsel. Those decisions turned a coin case into the foundation of a potential felony aggregation charge. The department earns a B+. The investigation was constitutionally clean. Officers received evidence the government could not have gathered, directly documented it properly, and made the right call on Miranda timing. The only shared deduction is the same incomplete delivery that affected the officer's individual grade. 3 lessons from this case. First, a lawful private search can deliver evidence the government could never gather directly. The employer's discovery here removed the entire Fourth Amendment problem. Second, the right to remain silent is the single most valuable protection a suspect holds, and it costs nothing to use. Third, a union steward and a defense attorney are not interchangeable. Confusing the 2 can turn a misdemeanor into a felony. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on police and court interactions.